Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube. How are you doing today? I'm fine, I suppose. Not going to be here for a good portion of the day tomorrow because too many VA appointments. Three in one day, one of them being an electromyography. Not fun, not looking forward to it. Just the thought of needles going in my muscles to the nerves and them running electrical current. Yuck. Like I said, look it up. Electromyography, not fun. Anyway, on to the news. Currently with Wii U, news broke that the publisher, Deep Silver, has finally admitted the reason they didn't bring Dead Island Riptide to the Wii U wasn't because of any hardware issues or any inability of the engine being ported over, the Chrome engine being ported over to the Wii U. It was because they felt it was not a sound business decision. Seems like some people cannot just say what they mean, you know? Anyway, moving right along. Uh, Let me see. We have an infographic of a game that came out recently by the name of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U and the 3DS. And they basically listed all the stuff that's new. 150 new quests, 2,000 new weapons and armor pieces totaled, remastered graphics, improved camera, uh, soon to have off gamepad game, the TV gameplay, voice chat, text chats coming as well. The European as well as North and South American regions can play together. Wow. And let me see, being able to do local co-op with four 3DSs or three 3DSs and one Wii U. Online co-op, four players online using, Nintendo's own network system that they have in place. And tons of DLC are going to be released, it looks like, and odds are a good bulk of them, if not all of them, are free. Capcom's being very nice to us. Okay then, so for all you out there, I mean, have fun. Only one drawback I see is that they don't have any online functionality as far as multiplayer for the 3DS unless you use the LAN adapter on the Wii U and use the Wii U kind of like a proxy server of sorts to kind of like forward, to do packet forwarding and whatever for you for the 3DS. I mean, it makes no sense to me that you would purchase the Monster Hunter for the 3DS and go online and you own a Wii U, mind you, and didn't get the Wii U version. I don't know. But, oh well, I guess for it to be there, that feature, I guess it would help because then at least, it gives you options. But I just think that's a silly option. Anyway, moving right along. Uh, Getting off the Nintendo front for a bit, Good Old Games is now running a survey, and they want to know how do you feel about DLC being brought over to the Good Old Games service. For those of you who don't know, goodoldgames.com is a website where they basically give you DRM-free games that are classics going way back when, from the DOS days up until now, and they also are putting a lot of newer games out as well as a lot of indie games, that are out there, and they're pushing them to the forefront. So I mean, it's a good option if you want to sit up here and as far as like it's a good alternative to Steam and other forms of digital distribution. And I like the fact that it's DRM free. I don't have to worry about DRM slowing down my system or causing any other problems. DRM like Star Force and stuff like that. They're irritants, I'm telling you right now. And quite honestly, they've been circumvented so many times by pirates that I don't even understand why they go through all the trouble of developing DRM, spending that money for this when they could just simply give a product that's worth it. If people want to spend, they're going to spend at the end of the day. I mean, if you look at between my Good Old Games library, my Origin library, my Uplay library, my Steam library, my Gamers Gate library, I buy games for PC. So, I mean, maybe I'm the exception to the rule. Everybody else pirates. I don't know. I doubt that. I'm sorry. I really don't buy that many people are pirating. But anyway, on to another subject. Looks like Peter Moore seems to be the front runner to be the new CEO of EA. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, will that actually change things? Will their business policies change to reflect a new attitude, as far as putting customers first? I mean, the sale that they put over here, the customer appreciation sale, I think, like I said, that was damage control. But I mean, if it's just going to be done to just overshadow what, you know, all the past mistakes that they've made as far as like the whole snafu with SimCity and their DRM, them nickel and diming us with day one DLC and stuff like that. If that stuff's going to continue, I mean, as I said it in another video, it doesn't matter who they put in that seat. At the end of the day, it's going to be more of the same. Let's just hope they learned. Now, I have a question for all of you. I'm thinking about what kind of format I should do on this channel. Should I do mostly Nintendo news? Do you want me to bring Xbox 360 and Infinity news? Do you want me to bring PS3, PS4 news? What do you guys want here? Just give me your opinions, your suggestions, and whatever, and I'm going to see what I can do, kind of, shake things up a bit as far as content is concerned. Okay? Now, moving right along. Okay? I am not going to be doing Let's Plays yet until I decide on what particular capture card I'm going to be using. And like I said, it's an expensive, prospect to do. I mean, I have to choose between an Elgato, a Hauppauge, etc. and whatnot. If you guys have any suggestions as far as like what type of capture card I should be using or capture device I should be using, feel free to let me know. Either inbox me or comment below, and I'll see what I can do to eventually get something there so I could start doing some Let's Plays. Alright? And as always, anybody who's into Monster Hunter, I'm going to let you know right now, I'm more than happy to start playing, but it's going to have to be after this weekend. Well, probably during this weekend, because like I said, I have 3 appointments tomorrow at the VA, so depending on the mood I'm in, I'll be able to sit up here and go on a hunt. Even though, admittedly, I was hunting my behind off this morning and having a blast with Monster Hunter so far. It's a lot to take in. That game has an interesting learning curve. Okay, also, one more thing of note, people, for those who say the Wii U has no games. I see approximately 50, about 45 to 50 games on Amazon, not including ones that are coming down the line, all available for sale. So much for the no games. It's a new console and you guys are griping already? Wow. Sad trolls. Oh well, that's okay. Moving right along, though. Let me see here. What else can we talk about here? Sorry for having a brain fart, with the pausing and whatnot. It's just a lot on my mind recently as far as this whole situation goes. Oh, there is one thing though. There is a teardown that they've done on CNN for the components for the Wii U thus far, to the best of their knowledge, what each part of the Wii U is worth. CNN Money did a breakdown, cost for cost, part for part, how much everything's worth. Okay, and also how much in turn Nintendo makes per console. Okay, and they said that approximately the parts that basically make up the Wii U, remember they do get deals and whatever from whoever are the ones producing parts for them. It's not like buying off the shelf. Like when we buy components, they get it at a different price because they buy in bulk. The total comes to approximately $228. So that's like, okay, for the basic console, which is $299 suggested retail, that's $70 less, right? Now, if you take that into account, it means that they'd have to have an attachment rate of 2 games to make a, like I said, they didn't even need an attachment rate of 2 games to sit up here and turn a profit. They make a profit already as it is per sale console, and now they got a lot of wiggle room in which to lower prices should the need arise. And I'm not going to say it's going to, be something necessary yet, and I doubt it will be once, the big games that are coming down the line come out from the Nintendo Direct that we had in February. Once those games start trickling through, and I don't mean the ones that are really far off in the horizon. I'm talking about the ones that are more in the immediate future, like the 101, the Wonderful 101, Bayonetta, and games like that. The ones that are more close to being released by, pre or post E3. Once those games hit, you're going to see sales go up. Now, as far as, like I said, breaking down the price and what does this mean? It means simple. Nintendo's going to be doing well once they get the sales driven up if they manage to do it without a price drop. So for all those people waiting to celebrate the demise of Nintendo, you counted Nintendo out extremely too soon. Anyway, moving right along. I'm going to ask one question here for people in this channel. And this is another one right here that I really want to know. What is your opinion on how a lot of games in the next gen, including the Wii U, mind you, how a lot of them are going to be released at 720p? Is that really a big issue for you? Do you want the full 1080p experience? And some games are being released at a locked 30 frames a second, others 60. Does it matter at the end of the day? And if so, why? I want to hear what you think, be it video response, whatever. Let me know why you think it's so important. Okay? And before, I get the opportunity to review what people say, I'm going to say my take. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Being sold an expensive tech demo that at the end of the day you're going to breeze through quickly is not worth it to me. If the game offers me content, a ton of content, and is beautiful looking, oh, man, I'm in seventh heaven then. But, to sit up here and pay an exorbitant amount of money, because it looks like some games in the next gen might end up being $70 a pop. Because of the fact that, they're going to be expensive to develop. If they're trying to push all those visuals on supposed uber, super powered hardware, as many people suggest that Xbox 720 and the PS4 presumably are. Like I said, if it's an 8-hour experience that you can't really do nothing much else, I mean, what's the point? But, like I said, you can't really tell anybody how to spend their money. And that's one thing that I want to tell all of you. You have to realize something. At the end of the day, this is a hobby for all of us. Whoever's a gamer, be it on PC, be it on Xbox platforms, PlayStation platforms, 3DS, Vita, Wii or Wii U, whatever. It's a hobby. You do this to pass time, to have fun. If you're worried about what somebody else is doing as far as, whatever they're playing and trying just to piss all over whatever they're doing, if that's the joy you get, if that's all you got into games for, you're a miserable soul. Something's wrong with you. I mean, I don't go into the store like to GameStop, and I don't go on Amazon going, yeah, I'm going to get this game because I'm going to rub it in this guy's face, and oh my god. If that's what you think about, like I said it before, I'll say it again. You haven't grown up out of the schoolyard. Well, anyway, I'm about to sign off. It's been a pleasure as always, and I guess until the next video, everyone have a nice one, and enjoy your day, keep it gaming.